Dear distance learner students, welcome to English class. Dear distance learning students, welcome to my class. I hope beloved my students, all of you are well. Best wishes to all. I am APURBA KUMAR Das, MA in English, MA, MICT, MSS, MPH, LLM, MA Bangla, MSS, Mass Communication, Journalism, University of Rajshahi. Welcome, dear students. Today's our topic is distance learning. Today, we know what is distance learning. Let's start. This is a preparatory class for those who are in class 2020 sessions. Let's we know what is in distance learning. Then we can write a paragraph on distance learning. At first, we will try to know the definition of distance learning. Distance learning refers to any education provided without the teacher and students being physically present together. In the past, high schools and universities offered correspondence courses as a method of distance learning. I hope you understand my point, dear students. Distance learning definition. Distance learning, also called distance education, e-learning, and online learning, form of education, in which the main elements include physical separation of teachers and students during instructions and the use of various technologies to facilitate student-teacher and student-student communications. Again, I am read out. Distance learning, also called distance education, e-learning, and online learning, form of education in which the main elements include physical separations of teachers and students during instructions and the use of various technologies to facilitate student-teacher and student-student communication. Distance learning traditionally has focused on non-traditional students, such as full-time workers, military personnel, and non-residents or individuals in remote regions who are unable to attend classroom lectures. However, distance learning has become an established part of the educational world, with trends pointing to ongoing growth. Dear students, for example, in USA, higher education alone, more than 5.6 million university students were enrolled in the least one online courses in the autumn of 2009, up from 1.6 million in 2002. Students of all ages around the world were forced into distance learning in early 2020. Once the global coronavirus pandemic resulted in the widespread closure of many schools, video conferencing software such as Zoom gained greatly from this development. Zoom became one of the most popular services of its kind, one of the most downloaded applications worldwide, and a household word. Teaching and the students teacher relationships was fundamentally changed. An increasing number of universities provide distance learning opportunities A pioneer in the field is the University of Phoenix, which was founded in Arizona in 1976, and by the first decade of the 21st century had become the largest private school in the world with more than 404 lakh enrolled students. With more than 4 lakh enrolled students, it was one of the earliest adopters of distance learning technology. Although many of its students spent some time in classrooms on one of its dozens of campuses in the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico, a precise figure for the international enrollment in distance learning is unavailable. But the enrollment at two of the largest public universities that heavily utilize distance learning methods gives some indication in the early 21st century, the Indira Gandhi National Open University. It is very amusing. Indira Gandhi National Open University, headquarters in New Delhi, had an enrollment in excess of 1.5 million students, and the China Central Radio and TV University's headquarters in Beijing had more than 5 lakh students are here. Students at institutions embrace distance learning with good reason. Universities benefit by adding students without having to classrooms and housings, and students reap the advantage of being able to work where and when they choose. Public school systems offer specialty courses such as small enrollment languages and advanced placement classes without having to set up multiple classrooms. In addition, homeschooled students gain access to centralized instructions. Dear students, now we'll try to know characteristics of distance learning. Various terms have been used to describe the phenomenon of distance learning. Strictly speaking, distance learning, the student's activity, and distance teaching, the teacher's activity, together make up distance education. Common variations include e-learning or online learning used when the internet is the medium, virtual learning, which usually refers to courses taken outside a classroom by primarily or secondary school pupils, and also typically using the internet. Correspondence education, the long-standing method in which individuals' instructions is conducted by mail. And open learning, the systems common in Europe for learning through the Open University. Dear students, we called, after passing, we call it degree. When we accept our target or goal, we called it degree. Degree means title of academic achievement. Degree, also called academic degree in education, any of several titles conferred by colleges and universities to indicate the completion of a course of study or the extent of academic achievement. This is degree. The hierarchy of degrees dates back to the universities of 13th century Europe, which had faculties organized into guides. Members of the faculties were licensed to teach, and degrees were in effect the professional certifications that they had attained the guild status of a master. There was originally only one degree in European higher education, that of master's or doctor. Thank you very much. This is distance learning. I hope everybody understands it. Now, I am really grateful to you, my dear students. Hope you will study it again and again. Thank you very much. See you will again. No more today. Goodbye.